What's going on? What's going on? Last talking to you today. Today, I have not recorded past two for a while, and yeah, I'm sorry about that. Nothing to record again. Yeah, I just don't want to record where I have something to. See, I have nothing to record. Like, it's really annoying. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. So, yeah. First of all, yeah, sorry I haven't recorded a lot. Tomorrow, hopefully I will record something. I will try, honestly. And then, I also want to say I didn't record today because, I was at a funeral and I didn't want to have the camera there. And, yeah, funerals, they're hard. Death is hard. Death was never really supposed to be in this world, but Adam ate that fruit, sin, boom, comes in the world. It sucks. But, yeah, I mean, it was one of my, friend's fathers, her father. Okay, her grandfather passed away. That's a lot easier to say. Her grandfather passed away, and it was really hard for her and her dad and her whole family, and I can understand that a lot. My grandfather passed away 3 years ago. Well, my grandfather passed away 3 years ago, and I know how that feels, and yeah, it's not a fun thing to it's not a fun thing to experience at all. But you gotta go through it. You gotta do everything. You gotta get the casket, get this and this and this. It's a difficult process. It's stressful, and it's just all around emotionally death and blech. It's awful. It's something you don't want to have to go through, And I really understand where they're coming from, and I had never seen these two people cry ever in my life. And it was difficult to see, and the funeral was good, all in Slovakian instead of Serbian, because it's a place called Bački Petrovac, and that place is Slovakian. It's a village. They speak Slovakian, and it's can understand it, kind of can't. They have different words or pronounce it differently. It's difficult. I don't know how to explain it, but blah 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 blah. It was, yeah. I don't know why I just said blah 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 blah. That was weird. But yeah, it was difficult for them, and I think the hardest part for me, the two things that were really hard for me. I mean, I didn't even know this person that passed away, but I went because her grandfather passed away, and her father, I know her father, we have a really good relationship and everything. Everything's cool, and we're great friends, and her daughter and I, we're really, it's just awesome and everything. But I didn't even know the person, but the hardest thing for me at the funeral was to see her father try not to cry. I mean, he cried a lot, but when the funeral was going on, I could just see him when we were singing. I could see him just silent. He wasn't talking. He wasn't singing. I could see him trying not to cry. I could see it. It was really hard, and it almost brought me to tears. And then the second hardest thing was to see, was honestly to see the burial. They see here in Serbia, when they do the burial in front of you. And I don't understand why, but I guess it's just a culture and everything. And that was difficult to see, honestly. I've never, ever, in my whole lifetime of going to funerals and everything, I've never, ever seen one burial in my life. I never want to see that again. It was a very hard thing to even look at, even though I didn't know the person that died. It's just, I mean, I think I met him a couple times, but it was just hard to see. But yeah, I mean, it was difficult, man. And hearing the thud of the dirt hitting the casket, I'm like, dude, I didn't want to see it, I didn't want to hear it. Halfway through when they were burying it and singing, I walked behind some people, and I just let a few tears down. Even though I didn't know the person, it was hard. It's death, dude. it's a funeral. That sucks. It was hard. But yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta. I mean, that's basically what happened. So hopefully, guys, I will try to record tomorrow, and if I don't, unsubscribe if you want to. So yeah, guys, if you like this 5-minute something video, yeah. So guys, if you guys like this 5-minute video, like, subscribe, and comment. If you don't want to like, don't like. If you want to comment, comment. If you don't subscribe, don't subscribe. I love you guys very much. My name is out, and as always, peace out. Yeah.